So we're working on the dang old Chevrolet Mustang here again. You know what? I think I like to call it Stepsis because it's so hot that even Stepsis is gonna want some. Again. I'm pretty sure we're gonna have to make a new turbo kit. We learned that our crossover pipe no longer fits anymore because the heads are taller, which means the exhaust ports stick out further, which means our pipe no longer fits across. And because we added this new tensioning system to our alternator, I don't think that it's going to fit anyways, because we used to have a runner exhaust pipe right here over the alternator, and now we no longer have that option. So unfortunately, we cannot use this turbo kit anymore. I do want to reuse our Black Sheep Industries dual merge thing, so it's two 2.5s into an open T6 here. This thing just saves a ton of time for fabrication, and they're available on the website. And also on the website, you'll find that we sell wastegates, blow-off valves, True North turbos. This is one of our 88 millimeters. And you know, if you need it in Canada, we got it. I did bring over a bunch of the exhaust pipes from the 8 turbo kit, and we're gonna use this to build our crossover pipes. I just wanna reuse it. This stuff is actually super expensive. Each one of these bends is like $30, and then some straight piece like this, a 12-inch straight piece, probably another like 12 bucks. So this should be a brand new one of these. This should be a lot lighter than trying to put the whole bumper on there, because this is the only thing that really gets in the way. The bumper actually sits a lot more forward than this. Now she has room to play. It's definitely not gonna be as cool as the other setup, because the other setup was like right here, and you can see the turbo wheel in through the front, but this is kind of the setup I want to go with. Somewhere right there in that area. Don't know how I'm gonna do this by myself. Top of the water pump. 9.5 straight up. If I come forward 3 inches, it is 8.5 straight up. Okay. So I was worried about hood clearance, but if we go from right here in the water pump straight up to the hood, it's about 9.5 inches. If we come forward 3 inches and come straight up, it's about 8.5 inches. So 8.5 inches above this level. So now what I've got to do, what I'm not looking forward to, is cut these pipes off so I can reuse this flange. We got our piece. It's definitely not perfect, but it's definitely better than trying to build a merge pipe, because those suck to make. So now our pieces are just going to fit on top of it instead of fitting in the little grooves that were there when you buy it. Sometimes you just got to build a jig for it. What I've done was I just utilized a piece of plate here, the 2 bolts that go into the cover, and then it just, you know, it's holding into here. Probably can't put a bunch of weight on that, but at least that's where our exhaust housing is going to be. Like, this pipe gets welded to these ones. And look, it sits right there by itself. It is a little bit flimsy because I didn't weld it completely. I wasn't sure if this is the position I wanted. But we measure from here upwards. It was 9.5, so I mean, we do have enough room. And that looks like a badass turbo position to me. And we got lots of room underneath for our radiator this time with a big fan on it. I still can't get over how big this turbo is. That's just, it's so big. But now that we have this here, we can start trying to fab up some pipes. I think it's gonna look cool. I purposely put it like this instead of trying to go down and up into it. Just so like the pipes will look cool like this, and then I can put the wastegates straight out here on both sides. I've got the turbo kind of mounted in there with our little stand thing that's just holding it from the bottom of like the drain. This is kind of where I want it to go. Obviously these are gonna go an S into there. And then this piece is just gonna come from here into there, which is gonna be easy, but I don't like how thick this piece is right here. So the transition from this into the V-band is actually like an extra 1.5 inches longer than it needs to be. And then on this one, it's, I mean, kind of the same. So if I could cut a piece out of that, I just need 2 more 3-inch V-bands, and then I can go from that into here. Now, because this pipe right here is 3 inches, but I need 2.5 inches, what I did was I actually took a V-band and I just welded the V-band to another V-band, so it kind of reduced it down. It wasn't the most efficient thing, but it's what I had at the time. So what I'm trying to do now is I'm trying to cut the V-band off the other one to put another V-band on it so I can use it again, because this one was already welded up. And my lathe, unfortunately, not very good at stainless. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab my grinder, and I'm just gonna spin the lathe up and then use the grinder to cut this other one off. And then it'll be, I don't know. It's just, that's what's gonna happen. And I've never tried this before, and we're just gonna do it. The worst that can happen is it goes bad. I'm don't use a lot of speed on this thing. Maybe I need a bit more speed. Don't know. Oh my god, I'm so stupid. I'm spinning, this wheel is spinning this way, and this wheel is spinning this way, so they're kind of like meshing. If I just reverse it, Kyle, this would probably work a lot better. Oh my god, and I think I like missed the spot that I wanted to hit. Man, I knew I had these somewhere. I'm just so disorganized. These are some 2.5 inch 90-degree elbows and some 3 to 2.5 producers. Tokyo, you just ruined my shot!
Good! I'm gonna ruin your booty hole.
What the heck? Tokyo showing up with the V-bands, Black Sheep Industries V-bands.
Once again, shout out to James.
Yeah.
For supporting local and stocking.
You can get over that.
No, I'm just looking at what you're up to.
Oh, so actually I don't stock anything here where I live. Nick stocks everything Black Sheep Industries, which is like our own company, mine and Nick's. Tokyo brought up some V-bands. I'll just have to replace them.
Which are the same ones that we...
Which were the same ones we replaced already for Tokyo's car, but you know what, I need them, and it's nice that there's a couple up here. Maybe I should like stock a couple up here.
Like half of that, like...
Yeah.
2 or 3.
As I was saying before Tokyo interrupted me, we do have these 3 to 2.5 inch reducers, and then we have 2 of these 90 elbows, which are going to help huge, because they'll weld super nice on there and give us like perfect 90-degree angles. I took the headers off. We're going to put the V-bands on these. We're just going to cut them back probably like an inch or so. It just gives us an inch more clearance, and then we have nice Black Sheep V-bands to weld to as well. You know what, that fits in there quite nicely. Hit this, and it should come down cut. Just want to make sure our cuts are semi-straight here, and they're about as straight as I am, so they're a little bit crooked on both sides, but that's okay because they're going to weld up just fine. And now you can see that we're back a little bit more, and I mean, it looks better when the merge kind of merges right into the V-band instead of merges into a 3-inch and then a V-band. I mean, and then off that thing we got this piece, and this piece, and then we have to neck around it again. So this is going to have to be a tight radius, hopefully, and then a little tiny bit of radius there. We'll make something. We're smart. Now, we have both of these tacked up. The tricky part about building something with no expansion joints in it or flex joints, I don't want any because they tend to fail or tend to blow apart like bellows or anything, so I'm gonna do it without any expansion joints, just like my last kit was, is when you weld it, it actually shrinks a little bit. So you have to add like an extra millimeter on it before you weld it, or when it shrinks, it doesn't fit anymore. So I'm gonna start putting things in place, getting bends in place, start tacking stuff up, and then when I go to weld it, I gotta just make sure that it's a little bit extra long so it slips back in place when we're done. I have a little bit cut up here, and because I'm working with used materials, I'm actually just like, I'm grabbing pieces and I'm just kind of seeing what fits where and which bend I can use with what, and I don't know, just playing it by ear really. You know, I really don't have a solid plan here. I do know the general area that I want to go to, but see, we can get relatively close and then we can make adjustments on each one of our bends. Oh, stepsis Gina.
I filmed myself first before I filmed you.
Okay, nice freckles. You got them fake freckles on the go?
That's because fake freckles are better than sun damage. Just
so I've been tinkering here with a bunch of different bends and adding pieces on, slow, like little pieces. And I think I've got something that resembles a pipe now. Like it kind of fits exactly like that.
Dang, but you gotta like double weld that one where you chopped it.
Yeah, well I chopped it on this side. So then I added it on this side.
But samesies though, it's still an extra weld you have to do.
Yeah, it's still definitely extra welding, and then it's not quite flat on this side, so once I get it welded together and all tacked in place, I'm gonna have to sand down one side to make it fit a little bit better. But this is probably the best we're gonna get right here.
Is the way the pipe is tipped up like that, is that gonna affect your hood placement? It looks like this is high. Like right here.
My hood has a big cowl on it.
Oh.
So I measured from the top of the water pump to the hood, and it's actually 9.5 inches from the top of the water pump. So I can go 9.5 inches, which is probably like that, right? 9.5 inches. Also, how's my mullet coming in? Am I growing enough hair to get a mullet?
I love your mullet. I can't wait for you to actually get a mullet cut. I'm sure the hairdressing places are going to be open soon, and then you can get like a professionally cut mullet. And I'll just feel like pussy wet all the time.
Ooh. Crazy that you want me to get a mullet, but you wouldn't let me just shave my head.
No, you need hair for me to grab. Hello?
It looks a little wild, but it's kind of what I had to do.
To get it to fit out? I wish I was that turbo right now.
Jeez. Just trying to get it to fit in here. So what I need to do, and I mentioned this earlier in my video, is I have to weld this completely because it's gonna shrink some before I weld everything else up.
Why?
Every time you weld something, it shrinks.
Oh, okay.
And then you want to get everything welded and leave like one weld left. And that's how you want to get your alignment. But I don't have enough argon here to weld it completely today.
Okay. Do you need to make a trip right now? What time do they close?
5, I think.
Let's go make a trip. Let's go make a trip.
So yeah, we can probably go fill that argon bottle, I guess. And I can go get a drink and like a peanut butter and jelly sandwich or something. Boom. Or pizza. Getting skeetza! So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna weld up this section right here, and then when we put it back on, we'll see if that shrinks and closes that gap up a little bit. Here's our piece. I feel like I got a bad batch of gas, or like I didn't clean it up enough, or like my welding is just off point right now. But it's so close to fitting. It's tipped a little bit right here, so I feel like if I can just belt sand down this side of the pipe a little tiny bit, we can get it to fit excellent. So I'm gonna do that and see if I can get it to fit up a lot better. And there we go. That's basically side number 1 done. Looks a little weird because the radius bends didn't really match up because we used piping. And what I mean by that is this should be a smooth flowing, like almost 180-degree bend, but right here you can see that this ply was cut at a bit of an angle, so it made some weird bends, but overall it's gonna fit. Our charge piping's still gonna fit in there perfectly as I hoped it would. Now just work on this side, I guess. I kind of like the little spaghetti noodle look. It's unique. Just like me, I'm unique. Boys, that's it. I kind of get lost in doing this stuff because I really enjoy it and I have fun fabricating, so I do forget to use the camera. I did put a shout out on my Facebook, like, anybody want to come help film? Nobody want to help come film. Everybody likes to watch the videos. Nobody wants to come help. That's just the way it is, I guess. I know a lot of you guys would come help if you were closer, and I understand that you guys are far away, but the local guys, nobody wanted to help. So nobody asked for fab work anymore, please. It's not fully welded up, it's just tacked, so I have to weld up this pipe right here first, gauge the shrinkage, then weld this piece, and then weld that piece, and then weld this piece, and then it all comes off and it all gets welded. What I might end up doing actually is weld this one completely up and this one completely up, so if it does settle like slightly this way a little bit more, then this one isn't welded, and then I can do this weld last, and that way if there's any shrinkage, it should be just pulling it a little bit this way, and then the flex between the pipes should equal out. But it's different, right? And then the exhaust. Then the exhaust is this marmite flange here. And I don't actually have a pipe straight enough to go that far, but I probably want to go somewhere underneath this pipe and then out this fender. So the exhaust pipe's gonna go something like this, where it comes from here, it'll do a little bit of a bend and then down out through this fender. The reason I didn't do 5-inch on my last build was I didn't have the big bandsaw. I couldn't cut 5-inch pipe, I could only cut 4.5. So I ended up doing 4. So this time we're gonna go 5. This is aluminum. This is aluminized piping, so it does get a little tricky to weld. It kind of sucks, to be honest. But yeah, I really gotta do a poop, and that's generally my cue that I farted, I couldn't hold it in. That's usually my cue. I should go inside, edit this video, and get it to you guys. So make sure you subscribe to the channel, like the video, peace easy, and get that V.